Okay, welcome in everybody. Thank you all for being here. Come to Crypto Mike 9000 on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. First of all, please join us for the new podcast. We just got it started, have a couple of episodes downloaded already. You can, it's going to be very simple. Crypto Talk with Mike. We're going to put links below. They're not there yet. We'll get them all out there for you. The podcast is Crypto Talk with Mike. It can be found on Spotify and Anchor for now. And we'll be getting it out all over before long. Crypto Talk with Mike on Spotify and Anchor. What I want to do is start doing a weekly show and broadcast it Friday afternoons. If you guys want me to do it on a different day, if you don't like the format I'm using, let me know. Hit me in the links below. Let me know what you do want, topics you want covered in particular. Otherwise, I'll just be talking about Bitcoin endlessly, and which is great for us Bitcoin people. But I have a lot of feedback. A lot of people want to talk about Solana and Cardano and a lot of other up-and-coming cryptos. Okay. So, Crypto Talk with Mike. It's out there now. It's on Spotify and Anchor. Also, please join me on Patreon, Crypto Mike 01. And of course, where you are now, on YouTube, Crypto Mike 9000. Thank you for being here. Twitter, most of you already know where I am because that's where you found me. But on Twitter, Crypto Mike can be found, Crypto M 988-638-66. Now what we're doing here today is not financial advice. This is entertainment only. It's not financial advice. No, it's just entertainment. Okay, mostly what I want is for you guys to stay happy, stay healthy, and stack those sats. Okay? Now we're going to start with a little bit of news, and we're going to finish after with some questions. Okay? First of all, Web3. I'm going to talk a little bit about Web3. You're hearing it a lot more and more in the news. If you follow crypto news, the Bitcoin news, you've been hearing about this, but it's even making legacy news now. Web3 is the next evolution of the internet. Okay, blockchain and cryptos will allow users to better own their own data. This version of the internet is going to be decentralized. Okay, it's not going to be one central point. There's one person in charge. It's going to be decentralized and computers all over the world, much like DeFi, right? Next up, in the United States, some bad news here. In the United States, the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, has outright rejected, now for the first time, they've outright rejected a Bitcoin spot ETF. The one they rejected was the VanEck ETF. You know, we have the futures ETF, a lot of big news about that in the last month or so, but this was the spot ETF, or what we call the real ETF. It's rejected for now. Hopefully we get back on track with that early next year, 2022. Next up, Apple CEO Tim Cook admitted he owns crypto. It's great news, but it's not enough. Tim, we need you to get some Bitcoin on the balance sheet of Apple. That'll be a game changer for everybody. Okay. Next up, the Biden administration in the United States is going after small crypto exchanges as part of its crackdown on ransomware. Heard a lot about ransomware, especially this past year in 2021. I'll tell you what you probably already know, which is that a lot of what you read in the press about ransomware and attacks, most of it was FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Okay, as the crypto markets are gaining adoption and the prices of everything is going up, we're going to be subjected to more FUD from all over, whether it's the government, the media, legacy banks, whatever. But the Biden people promised to go after ransomware, so now they're doing it. So they're just following up on a campaign promise. So I don't know if they've actually had any success here, by the way, but they're this is part of what they said they were going to do, so this is what they're doing. So think what you want about that. The chat app Discord has become home for the crypto evolution into decentralized autonomous organizations. Always hard for me to say that one. DAO, right? These are working groups with no single leader. This is part of what we just talked about with Web3. The decentralization of everything, okay? This is how the people take power back from the people who have it, the few people who have it up top now, and you distribute power all over, okay? This is where the people can, you hear power to the people and all these crap sayings. Well, this actually makes it come true. You know, this actually can make it real. So, I'm going to try to say it again for you guys. Decentralized autonomous organizations, right? DAOs. Working groups with no single leader, all right? Everyone thinks you need a leader. You don't need a leader, you know? Everyone hold up their own end. It'll be fine. This was exciting news. This just happened. Lisbon, Portugal just hosted the big Solana event this week, the first big live Solana meetup. I don't want to call it I don't want to compare it to the Bitcoin event because there's no comparison there, but they had their first big meetup. It was in Portugal. Successful. Congratulations to all the Solana people. Next up, Twitter. Twitter is making plans for its own decentralized future. Okay, everyone's going decentralized because no one wants to get left behind. And it sounds strange coming from Twitter. These guys are, you know, central planners, central censors in chief, you know. But Jack doesn't want to get left behind, so he's jumping in. He's going to follow everyone down the rabbit hole here. Next up, Miami Coin. You've all heard of Miami Coin by now. Miami Mayor Francis Suarez announced that Miami will pay residents a dividend if they have a Miami Coin wallet. This is great. This is the future. This is the future here. This is the kind of thing the New York City mayor needs to be doing, and I'm pretty sure he will in short order. I'm sure he's paying attention to all this in Miami and getting ready to go for when he's sworn in just a couple of months. So this is great news. Everything we're hearing out of Miami is just one thing after another after another. It's all good news. Next, crypto exchange FTX. You know I love these guys. Crypto exchange FTX will host the David Ortiz Celebrity Golf Classic. All right. For anyone who's not a sports fan or doesn't live in the Boston area, David Ortiz, the famous Red Sox slugger, now retired, has a partnership now with FTX, something like the partnership that Tom Brady has. So FTX certainly knows how to choose their athlete partners, that's for sure. So congratulations, David, for the partnership with FTX. Next up, the Lightning Network is a payment solution. You've all been hearing about Lightning recently, right? It's a payment solution built on top of Bitcoin. This is fast, cheap, and lots more to come. We're going to do an episode on just the Lightning Network because there's so much to talk about here, okay? Next up, a Russian politician has proposed a bill to legalize the Bitcoin mining industry in Russia. I mean, it's good news. You don't necessarily want the competition from them, but it's good news because we want the Bitcoin miners all over the world. You want Bitcoin miners in every single country, certainly every continent. Be better for the network. The more, the better. It wasn't good when they were mostly all in China. It wouldn't be good if they were mostly all anywhere. So it would be interesting to see Russia get into the mix here. Next, the Country Music Association will release an NFT collection of its award show. Okay, that's fine. There's going to be an NFT of everything now, in case you didn't know. In case you didn't see that coming by now. All right, we're going to wrap up this episode. I just want to remind you guys, please join Crypto Talk with Mike. We're on Spotify. We're on Anchor. Okay? Please join me on Patreon, Crypto Mike 01. Easy to find, lots of bonus content, videos, pics, tutorials over on Patreon. Please join us. On YouTube, we are Crypto Mike 9000, and on Twitter, Crypto M988 63866. We'll put the links below for everybody. All right, stay happy, stay healthy, and keep stacking those sats.